What is going on, Knights of Vex? We are back for some more Grand Arena action of the 3v3 season. We are at the final week. We are 5-1 for the season, so we're having a major comeback from a very bad previous season. Sort of figuring it out, but this week is going to feel like a whole new world because we have a bunch of new marquee characters and a new legendary team that could be problematic. And I took a little bit of a sneak peek of my opponent earlier. They are going hard for these new Focus Datacrons, so we're going to see some already. So this one is not going to be an easy matchup, and winning is not looking too hot. But we're never going to give up, and we're going to try our best. So let's head into the game really quick and see where we stand in Kyber 1. We're currently at 3798. We're working our way back to the 4,000 skill rating. Still going to take some time. Our opponent for today is J. Ryan, and they are representing the guild Refreshing 3 class. Not the craziest legacy score. It might be a newer account or not a long-term player from the previous system, but they are bigger than me. 16.2. They're going very hard on the new marquee characters. Already at 7 stars. It hasn't even been a week in. And error level 49. That's some serious whaling. So, damn. But, Relic 10s. Let's take a look. We have 2 rows. 2.5 rows. So, more than me. Have a Relic 10 Rotta the Hutt. Maybe we see it on defense. The Datacrons. See? They're already going hard. This is going to be on the field. I already took a look. It's not going to be easy. We have no data on some of these teams, but this is what I'm working against today. Let's take a look at the map. I have not taken a look in a while. It looks like they're attacking. I only have an hour and 17 minutes remaining because I was running really late with work and I was doing Coliseum videos, so timing is very tough. And also, I didn't get to record my last round. I did it on stream because of how busy I was. But I changed my defense a little bit. I put the New Republic team on defense with a defense to offense attacker cron. Didn't get a hold. I'm keeping up my same strategy of splitting up Ahsoka, seeing if that helps at all. My back wall. Oh, looks like they're attacking as we speak. They took out my Leia, my Rey. I forgot to take Leia off of defense. That's probably easy Rotta food right now. Not the craziest back wall. Up top, let's see if they've attacked. They've taken out 2 tough teams up top, but they have not dropped, and it doesn't look like they're going to be dropping at all. So I need to be very efficient, it looks like, if I want to pull this off. Because we have to deal with the New Republic at Relic 9 with the level 13 Focus Datacron. We also have to deal with the new Empire units with Snowtrooper and TIE Pilots. So no data on that. We have no idea. We have to deal with Jango, Saw, and then Ahsoka with Ezra and Syndulla. Taking a look up top, Aphra, Pirates, ISB, Baylan at Relic 10. That's kind of frightening. And then we have Reva with the Inquisitor Barriss variation as the third. So this one's not going to be a breeze. This is not going to be easy by any means. Like, I have 0 data. We don't know anything about these teams. I do know that Zeb is crazy evasive. So I'm considering of going with a team that really can't miss. But I don't know if it's considered overkill or whatnot. I mean, I do have quite a bit on offense. I have to be smart with my counters. But these 2 teams are going to be a little bit of a tricky headache to deal with because we don't know anything about them. So let's get this Grand Arena started. Hopefully we can get a win against very strong units that we have nothing or know nothing about. Alright, here we go. First matchup of the Grand Arena. This brand new New Republic team with their level 13 or 12 Focus Datacron. I haven't even fully understood the Datacron yet. I still have to do my video, but it's frightening because they have a lot of defense. The stats are crazy. But look at this level 6. I mean, crazy damage, crazy stuff with Retaliate, and Zeb is going to be doing some crazy stuff as well. So I have no idea if this is considered overkill, underkill. I'm overestimating it, underestimating it. We know nothing. But I am going to try Ufus because Malgus has unavoidable attacks. So that evasion from Zeb will not be a problem. The question is do I have enough on my team to deal with them? I think I don't need Maul. That could be a mistake. But I am going to give it a shot. So the Cron I am rocking is going to be a defense to offense level 6 with very high crit damage, some potency, health, crit chance, and offense. I mean, if my opponent doesn't drop, the Grand Arena is over. So let's see if this is a mistake. Let's see how hard he hits. Okay, those are counters. There's Provoke. It's not looking great. Not looking great at all. I can't even cleanse that Provoke. Really going hard for Malgus. Do they have a buff removal? There's damage immunity. That looked like a pretty hard chunk. So can you not get defeated unless there's another unit active? I think you need to go down, right? Maybe I'm making some misplays, guys. Still trying to understand the kits a little bit. I'm not an expert. At least not yet. I don't think that's the best. Let me just think for a second. Not really taking a lot of damage. Ugh. Look how crazy this team is with the Focus Datacron. Well, it's going to be an L. I'm not understanding the kit fully. Yeah, we just got fried. Yeah, guys. There's something I'm missing. I didn't have time to really look. But we definitely lost. Ufus just lost to New Republic. We're freaking cooked. Yeah, I mean, there's something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing. But the fact that this new marquee team just took out unaligned Force users is really, really scary. So, what did I do wrong? Again, I have to look more into their kits. With the Focus Datacron, it changes things. I think without it, they're a crap team. But my opponent is whaling. So it's kind of hard to freaking compete against that. But that is a tough first match. Unfortunate it's an L, but gotta bounce back. Unfortunate first drop. I thought that would have been enough, but it clearly wasn't. I will for sure look more into their kits later on. I just didn't have time today. So we're gonna try some Darth Vader duels and instead against this team and see how that performs. I'm going with the Palpatine 9. The bonus turn for Sith 6 and the max health damage 3 with very high crit damage, defense, health, and crit chance. I am very shocked. That is very disappointing. Don't know if Maul was essential or needed. So I'm not going to be able to hit him. Like, I don't get how I have to do this. Do I have to kill Zeb? I'm just so confused. Or do I have to kill you? I have a feeling this is going to be terrible. Look at those crit counterattacks. Cannot hit this man. Look at that. Alright, you're in damage immunity. Fine. Alright, that looks okay. Do I have to kill Zeb? Is that it? Alright, you're in damage immunity. And this level 6 and 9 are going away, so I can't imagine that this is going to be super consistent without it. I don't know. This is silly. I guess it's working, but there's something. He cannot die unless one of these other characters go down. That's clearly what's happening. Just go under stealth. We're getting hit with a lot of dots. Okay. Okay, so is it Zeb first? Okay, so looks like you can't go down unless you're down. Interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna go. So you gotta deal with Zeb first. Yep. Looks like Zeb has to die first. So, obviously, I should have done more research. But now I know going forward. Learning from my mistakes. So maybe Malgus can do better if I chose to kill Zeb first. But, yeah. That team's pretty hard. Hard to deal with. And they counterattack quite a bit. They hit really hard. So, do not underestimate it. I used a very expensive counter. Okay, next thing I want to try is this new Snowtrooper Commander with his Omicron and partially part of his Focus Datacron, not fully maxed out. But let's see what a Relic 9 one looks like. They have lots of offensive stats, and they're going to have the TIE Pilot assisting on the level 3. I'm going to try Rogue One. I want to see if it works. I'm running the Protection up 3 with my highest crit damage cron and a little bit of potency. I'm very curious to see if this can get taken out by Raddus. Already a lot of damage. That's a massive hit. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. It's a lot of exposes, but I don't think I have an AoE. Just gonna chill for a sec. Kind of cheesing it a little bit. Might need a better Datacron. Go here first, and then I'm going to do it next turn. Alright, that's good. Okay. Okay, hold on. So I think you just got to go with a really bulky cron so you don't die. Alright, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. That was one thing I definitely wanted to try to see if it'd be any better. But, yeah, I'm going to freaking lose the Grand Arena from that first battle, I think. But, okay, I'm going to still go at this like I can win. But with a drop, it's really hard to do. But, alright, if you guys are wondering or curious about a counter for Snowtrooper Commander without, you know, any overpowered sides with like that, looks like Rogue One can take it out. Moving on to the next team, we're going to go against Saw Gerrera with the Cassian Focus Datacron. This is a Relic 10 Luthen. It could change things a little bit, but I'm going to go with the same counter. The stats are phenomenal, like really high crit damage and defense, and obviously this 9 and 12 are very obnoxious, but going with the Grit level 6, the Ugnaught 9, my highest crit damage cron with some health and crit chance. Hopefully this works out for me today. Unfortunate fear. Those are some pretty big counters. And those are some pretty big hits from Clea. This is like not looking like it normally does. Kind of shocked at the moment. Don't kill my Ugnaught. Why is Clea hitting like a diesel truck? Very curious. I gotta get my ransom up. We just lost. What is going on today? This worked out so well for me in the previous Grand Arenas. Like, is she modded for damage? I swear, I've won this matchup with ease. What the heck is going on? I've won that matchup the past 3 Grand Arenas. Like, it was easy. But for some reason, their Clea was hitting harder than anyone. I don't know if that has to do with anything to do with the Relic 10 Luthen. I don't think it does. But wow, this Grand Arena was fried from the start. So, damn. Alright. With 2 drops, it's definitely not looking like the way for Vex. But, alright. I tried. We'll have to go with something more expensive. Unfortunate second drop, but just not having the best Grand Arena right now, so we'll go a little bit more expensive with JMK against Saw. I will go with a bulk level 3 with the bonus turn for Galactic Republic 6 and high defensive protection. Very caught off guard with that one. Was not expecting that at all. I checked the modding. She's modded for speed with like crit damage and offense primaries, but nothing out of the ordinary. Relic 10 Luthen is very good. If I didn't need the signal data, he would definitely be one of our Relic 10s on my roster. I want to try to get the full ult if I can. Okay, we'll go here, build up our ultimate. Build it up even more. Probably just one-shot Saw. Even though I really want to do the decoy. Okay, go here. Just want to get rid of the Rebel Trooper quick. Look at those hits on Cat. It's crazy. Goodbye. Alright, we got to get her back to full health. Okay. That's fine. It's the hardest hitting Kleia I've faced. Okay. I might be able to stall this out for full banners. Come on. There we go. Go here. This is taking some time, but it's probably because I don't have a lot of crit damage on my Datacron. I went more for the bulk. Go here. If I had Mace, I'd probably get banners back. Let's see if I can stall a little. Or if it's even worth the stall. I did that because it's going to dodge, but it gives me more ultimate. Okay, that's going to be an ult, and that should be full banners. Even though it's not going to matter today, we still do it. Oh, I didn't even mean to call him. Didn't matter. So, I'm curious what went differently there with the Ugnaught compared to like the previous couple rounds. I swear, if you guys look at my previous Grand Arena videos, it has worked amazing on GAC main account, my live stream. I haven't lost that. So I don't know if that's a Relic 10 Luthen or the Kleia being modded very well or something, but I don't know. Very strange. Unfortunate drop. Even if I didn't drop against New Republic, I would have tried Ugnaught there. So I was going to drop regardless. Need to improve. Moving on to the next team, it's going to be GL Ahsoka Tano with Ezra rocking a support cron, double Relic 10. They have the ability block 3 and the grit 6. They're trying to stop Great Mothers. This is the anti-Great Mother Datacron with a bunch of health and protection. They're trying to be tanky. But I got to go with Kylo. My hand is forced. They forced my hand. Defense to offense 6. High crit damage, high offense, and some potency. This might come down to the Grand Arena because I'm watching my opponent attack. We might do some testing. Because if they blow up through my defense, it'd be no point to super try hard anymore. And I'd rather find some data kind of thing. So if there's any more interesting things we could do, I'm going to try it. So at least we're kind of going through them pretty easily. Perfect defense, huh? Okay. Yeah, gotta go for the stun. No choice there. Go here. Yep. Let's cleanse Hux. That ability block is pretty annoying, huh? I guess I'll do this. Do not hit Hux. And you couldn't have done anything better, because you're just gonna strip everything. Okay. Go here. More lightning. That's gonna be a 56. Okay. Yeah, just keep in mind, if your opponent is setting GL Ahsoka Tano on defense with that specific Datacron, the ability block 3, and the grit level 6, they are trying to shut down your Great Mother counter, because when your characters are ability blocked, they can't do their specials. Morgan Elsbeth, I'm pretty sure, gets ability blocked. It messes it up. So I had to use Kylo there. Unfortunately, I dropped one banner. For the final team on the bottom wall, I'm going to go with a risky counter, but honestly, with today's performance, I'm willing to try it because I have nothing to lose. Wait till you see my opponent's score after this battle. We have to deal with the Jango 9, high crit damage, high offense, a little bit of crit chance, turn meter 3. Going to go with Baylan, max health damage 3, high defense, some crit damage, and lots of potency. This is always dicey. It's never an easy battle, but I kind of want to save my Rotta for the back wall, just to see if I can use it on maybe some GLs. Pretty good counters. Don't kill her. So this is why it's always dicey. Because you just never know what's going to happen. I gotta kill you. Okay. Stagger. Hopefully they don't kill anyone, or Jango doesn't kill anyone here. Okay, are you gonna kill someone? Luckily you didn't. This wasn't that bad. Trying to see if I can stall a little bit for banners. Wow, that was actually the first time I've run that battle where it wasn't, like, super, super dicey. So I wonder having some pretty good defense there was clutch. So, hey, I will take that. It's not always 100% of the time. So, just take a look at my opponent's score. Wait till you see what they scored. 2085. I was 100% boned. They blew through my defense like it was nothing. So now we're going to test some stuff. Let's go ahead and test some things. So what do we have back here? We got Bo-Katan. Alright, well they would... Is this like a cheese board? I'm seeing 1 Galactic Legend. 2 Galactic Legends. This is what you call a cheese player. Cheese, cheese, cheese. A 2 Galactic Legend defense. That's why the score is so high. So, it happens. It happens. When you can get the new Datacrons like this, I guess you can afford to cheese. But, here we go. This is Kyber 1 sometimes. You're going to face players that just go all out on offense. But, okay. I guess for testing purposes, I will do Rotta on Rey. Because that's a pretty good value, I think. But everything else is just like very good Datacron teams. No Galactic Legends on defense, besides 2. But alright, no biggie. We will continue this run and try to test some stuff. Okay, first test. We're going to try Rotta the Hutt on the main account against Rey. Not saying it's going to be something that everyone has. I have a Relic 10 Rotta, but it's good to know if you can have this available, you know, in your back pocket if you do have a Relic 10 Rotta. So we're going to give it a shot. This is a attacker cron, defense to offense, with high tenacity, some potency, and some crit damage. I'm going to be doing a defense to offense cron with high crit damage, protection, health, and critical chance. I kind of want to stun first because of that heal immunity. That's going to be our biggest issue. I don't imagine this is going to work very well because of that. I mean, I survived the whirlwind. Bonus turn, please. I don't know. Oh, we're screwed. Okay, there you go. Well, I had a feeling that the biggest counter to Rotta the Hutt was going to be heal immunity. So, if Ben Solo, you know, gets going, takes his turn, you have a 4-turn heal immunity, there's no way you're going to heal back up in time. If she gets the ultimate as well, not going to be pretty. So, good to know. I will not be doing Rotta going forward against Rey, but he's going to be countering a bunch of other stuff. So, good test. Another thing that I've been hearing really good things about is Great Mothers against Gungans, so I do want to try it here on this account. Relic 9, 100% more damage on the 6, so it's not the defense to offense, it's not as bad, but it's still pretty good. I'm going with a very high crit damage cron with some tenacity. Oh, it's actually a high crit chance cron with a little bit of crit damage, and some turn meter on the level 3. But apparently this is a breeze. Apparently. I'm going to go here and put the Blessed on Spirit. I mean, I hope it's a breeze. Yeah, it looks like a breeze. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I am gonna stall it to get, you know, maybe some banners back. Ooh, Death Mark. Or is he just gonna die? No. Okay, we'll go here. Do a basic. Basic. I don't think I had to do this, but I'm just trying to, you know, good practice to get both good banners. All right, that's another good counter for Gungans. I know it wasn't the defense to offense cron, but I don't think it really would have made a difference there. He only took a couple turns. So that's a nice solid option for you if you have to deal with an attacker cron with Gungans, because Traya seems to be kind of inconsistent this season. So that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go back to Rey really quick because I just want to get her over with. And I actually forgot to hit submit. I hit forfeit on, like, just natural instinct. So I got to deal with Ben Solo again. Not the end of the world. This is the cron one more time. I'm going with Queen Amidala. Defense to offense 6. Really high crit damage. Bulk level 3. Just trying to have some fun. Okay, let's go for Rey. She's already in damage immunity. Cal didn't even get to play the game. I like when that happens. It's fun. We'll remove that protection up. We hit so hard. It's just so easy. Yeah, I mean, like, no reason to do Rotta if you don't need to, but just trying to showcase if anyone's in a pinch, it could help you in the end. But Queen Amidala remains to be one of my favorite counters for Rey. I guess the next thing I want to try is Master Mace against Bo-Katan, because I haven't really done this season. I've been using Great Mothers against it. So having another option for Mace, or having another option for Bo-Katan that isn't Great Mothers or Traya, which is risky, might be a good idea and thing, I would hope. So it's obviously the defense to offense cron. Really good damage stats. Let's try Mace. Why not? Protection up, Wardy GR6, and the Depa 9 with really high defense, really high crit chance. Let's see who goes under captive. I might be able to blow up Bo in the beginning. Oh, she's that's actually pretty nice. I mean, not bad. I don't like that. put Mace under stealth. We'll go here. They cannot counter. And stack up the birds, which is nice. That's not fun. So I think Bo-Katan's going to eventually be able to play the game in a second, and then I'm going to be in some trouble. So IG is pretty annoying. And Mace is dead. So Mace is not a good counter. His IG is very obnoxious. Yeah, IG's very... See how hard she hits? It's good to know. So, Mace. Not going to cut it. Not going to cut it against Bo-Katan. So, we'll have to figure out something else against that. I hope Great Mothers aren't the only thing that's non-GL-wise that could be able to take it out easily. But I'm sure there's other things, but I'm just trying to figure out some other stuff. The next thing I want to try is going to be Bad Batch. And I know there's a lot of Bad Batch haters out there, but let's see if they can do anything in 3v3 against Bo. I'm rocking a Bulk 3, a very high defense Kron with some health. We could just get blown up. We could, like, Wrecker could be just completely blown up to shreds, but I just want to see. That's already at a bunch of stacks. My crosshair is already down. That's so funny. Okay, well, definitely not going to happen. Definitely not. Way too hard hitting. Before we go into the battle for the third time, I want to check the modding on this bow because she's probably modded for defense. I would think. Maybe not, but she's a problemo this season. Okay, next test is going to be Stormtrooper Luke, and I took a look at the mods. They're actually really weird. Crit damage with potency. Now, why would they want potency on Bo-Katan? Is there something I'm missing? I feel like I understand Bo's kit very well, and I cannot imagine why you would want potency on Bo. Maybe there's something I am missing, but it's a potency primary Bo-Katan, and she's still melting me. But I'm going to go with a defense to offense level 6 with high crit damage. This could get fried too, but we have to figure out new things. If we have the time to do it, which I don't really have the time, but it's a loss anyway, so we have to figure out things. Is this the right move? Doesn't seem to be. Do I just get rid of you? Maybe, yeah, maybe I just get rid of you first. This looks... Oh, you got a free revive. Damn. That would have been ideal. That's not bad, though, but we're going to get fried here, I think. Well, that's a good way to cheese, I guess. Wait a minute, hold on. Unless he does a big buff removal, which it could happen. Oh! That removes buffs, right? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yo, wait a minute. This is kind of nice. This is why you test things. Guys, this team is secret overpowered. I just think I played it wrong. You keep her under stealth. Yo, guys, that's pretty nice. This is why it's fun to test things. In a grand arena where it's an automatic loss, try to figure some stuff out for the community, you know? I thought I'd be more upset by losing, but I'm really not that upset. That was really, really dope. That gives me another option for offense. I think I played it wrong in the beginning. I think I should have just went for BAM immediately, but that was really solid. Adding to some more of the fun by using Bo-Katan with the new Grogu and Zelens. They are considered Mandalorian, so maybe they do some stuff here. Against Baylan, probably not going to do anything, but it's kind of fun. Ability block 3 and the support grit 6 with high health and crit damage. I'm rocking a defense to offense cron with the damage immunity for healer 3. So, let's see if the Grogu and Anzellans can do anything. I think I start with Deflective Ward, which is kind of nice. Maybe it helps with banners. Well, that's kind of nice. And the banners are gone. Look at this. Ability block. Counterattack. What is allowing me to do that? Whoops. Force Influence. Okay. No, don't kill them. They're so cute. Damage immunity. I'll take it. Oh, these ability blocks are the worst. Alright, that's nice. Alright, how do I get banners back? Alright, let's see. What does this do? Recover 30% health. Equalize health. Does this give me protection at all? I don't know. Stealth. Yeah, no. Alright, well, they're not really doing much for the team, but I thought it'd be fun to try them out, because why not? Brand new character. Might as well use the cute little guys. So, alright. Bo-Katan doing some work against Baylan. We're going to do a quick Reva battle, and might as well use Bane, because I have so much available. Honestly, way too much available. They're rocking a Attacker Cron 6 with the max protection level 3 for healers. With high protection, crit damage, and offense, I'm going with the Count Dooku level 9. Not necessary, with very high crit damage and some defense. The damage immunity level 6 is nice. It's not essential, but here we go. It's very easy. And they both live with full health and protection. That's not typical. That's not typical, but I guess the damage immunity there is kind of nice, because you're not taking that max health damage from Bane. So, that was fun. Obviously, not really. If you're using Bane on Reva, that's a win for your opponent. But with this type of defense, that's like, everything's overkill. Okay, Great Mothers are going to be next, and I might as well use my strongest team against them. So I'm going to go with Sith, Stranger, Starkiller, Mole Hatefield. Not bad. They're rocking a defense to offense cron for Spirit with really good health and crit damage. I'm rocking a Sith, ramping offense 6, so it doesn't really matter. It's really the max health level 3, that's great. With crit damage and tenacity and a little bit of defense. Let's rock it. Look at Spirit getting mad. So Spirit ignores defense. You kind of got to be careful. Exhibit B. Or Exhibit A. Unfortunately, the stealth is a thing. Can I just get rid of Spirit? I can. I'm not going to get the banners back, but that was a little annoying. Look how low Maul got. Ended up being a 56 because Spirit just hits like a unit. So whenever Maul gets to that low threshold where he has like 2,000% defense, Spirit's like, yeah, I don't care. My unique says I turn that stuff off. So, yeah. Might as well use them there. Had plenty of other counters, but I thought that'd be fun. We're going to quickly do a Mace battle because these battles are just so, like, you know, the same thing over and over and over. My Darth Revan's on defense, so I don't have him, so I'm going to go 2-man with the Sith Lords. They're rocking the 100% crit chance, level 3. Wordy, GR 6, Depa 9, high crit damage, so they're guaranteed to crit attacking at a turn. So this might be an issue. They have the Malik, well, I'm running the Focus Datacron for Darth Revan. I have a bunch of health, tenacity, and armor pen. That 100% crit chance attacking at a turn might actually be a problem. As you can see, it not there. This provoke is provoking me. Let's script that. Gonna miss anyway, so we have to just wait. That was a crazy hit on Malik. Can blind be taken off? Okay, this is the first time I got rid of Depa first. Let's see if that's a dumb move. I mean, if the two of them can do this, then what's stopping me from doing this every time? It just takes longer, it's annoying. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't terrible. I think I'll get one banner loss from Malgus, but Malik's going to be full health once he does his next drain life. So, maybe this is the move. Instead of having to risk losing your third. Or, never mind, we're not going to get it back because he didn't do drain life. Alright, you guys get the idea. It's really not that bad if you have the right Datacron. Mace is still very strong, but his viability is going to go down after this season. But maybe the defense to offense cron is very good with him. To be determined. Against the ISB, I want to go with Satele Shan, just because I haven't done it all season, and I just want to see if it's possible. So we're going to give it a shot. This cron's going away soon, but still very powerful for the next couple days. Very good stats, great level 9. Rocking the Basti 9, very high protection, bulk level 3. The level 6 doesn't really matter. I'm rocking, it was like a stun, gain turn meter kind of thing, but let's see what happens. Can I just get rid of you? Maybe here? Yeah, that's kind of fast. That's going to be a turn meter removal, right? Pass back. It's a very strange team. But Satele makes it a breeze. So, I wasn't expecting that to be super hard. But I do want to try things that I wouldn't normally try for the Grand Arena. So, I will take that here. Very fun. Next team is going to be Aphra. And I'm going to go with Inquisitors here. But I want to try a certain Datacron to see if it's powerful with Grand Inquisitor. The first time I'm using it with him. They are rocking a max health damage 6 with very high potency, so that's a phenomenal stat cron for Aphra with some crit damage. I'm rocking Inquisitors with the healer level 3, but the 100% more damage level 6 with 60% crit damage. I'm wondering if Grand Inquisitor, when he takes his bonus turn in the beginning, can one-shot a character. That's what I want to figure out here. I think it'd be kind of cool. So let's see if I one-shot BT1. Not quite a one-shot, but pretty big hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to daze you. And we're going to go here. I mean, that's really good damage. Look at the damage from Grand Inquisitor. Maybe that level 6 is better. That was insane. Heal. Look how much damage she's going to do. Well, that's because she has a bunch of defense with in the beginning. So I kind of got to... Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of got to ability block her. Or the extra potency is making her really tanky. But, alright. That's pretty good. Pretty good. You can't go wrong with Inquisitors against Dr. Aphra. But Grand Inquisitor with that level 6 is kind of fun. So, really cool stuff. And to end the Grand Arena, we're going to go with JML against Maz Kanata. Just to end it. Rocking the Support Grit 6 with the Tank Retribution 3. Really good crit chance, protection, and crit damage. I'm going with a bulk level 3 and my highest protection cron at 45%. Really not that worried. I think Jedi Knight Revan is actually very nice here to deal with Maz, but I don't feel that concerned at the moment. So he's going to counterattack, unfortunately. Got to be cautious of the insta-kill from Cal, because I'll get Death Mark. Cooldown increase. How do I want to do this? Can I get a stun? Very nice. Good banner stealer. Quick gold is. Very big into banner stealing. That's like his profession. Still get the pop. Very cool. Banner stealer. Pop, pop. He's so annoying. Relic 9. Bye. Alright, that's going to end the character battles. Ended up being a 56 there. That's actually kind of nice. Was not expecting that. So, I'll leave my thoughts for this maybe towards the end, but I found this board to be kind of boring. Let's see, they're going to cheese on ships too? Yeah, I mean. So, it's, how do I say this? There's like a difference between being a low GP player that needs to cheese to win, and there's a difference between being a crazy whale and also cheesing. Like that's not fun. But it's okay. I guess we'll rock Profundity here. Really quick. Nice and easy. So we learned a couple things today, which is good. So, no matter what, if you're going to lose the Grand Arena, if you're going to win the Grand Arena, winning is fun. That's the whole point. We're trying to win and have fun. But if you lose, you got to learn from your mistakes and learn what to do for the next match. So, I found out a bunch of things. Like, you have to kill Zeb first. And maybe Ufus can work if you do the right targeting. So I'll know for next time. I learned that Stormtrooper Luke could beat Bo-Katan with an Attacker Cron. That was a good test. Go Rogue One. Okay. Ooh. You've seen better days. But it doesn't matter, this is a breeze of a counter. And we'll end it quickly. Call Millennium Falcon. And that's a breeze. So, that's the one thing with setting Leviathan on defense. You gotta change up your plan on offense. So, now I'm going to do, I think, Executor here. So, I'm going to start using Executor again on offense because I've been swapping it out for Leviathan because this new Leviathan meta is a thing. And you don't want to lose on single-digit banners, unfortunately. Okay. We're just probably going to have to get to ultimate. We'll rely on a death mark. I'm just trying to make this as not as bad banners as possible. Just for... There we go. There's contract. Just need to figure out going forward a new ship plan. Oh, they got to their... Oh, look at that. Pretty big hit from our order. I guess I'll heal Punishing One. We were probably going to get to our Death Mark ability very, very soon. Which is going to help with some of the banners. They're taking a lot of turns. Oh, we're not going to get to it. Alright, never mind. They didn't really mass assist, to be honest, so that's probably why. Usually with the Endurance ult, if they have protection up or something, there's something in there where they all swarm. So I thought that would have helped. Okay. That's going to be ult. Just take some time. Go here. It's looking pretty good. Can I maybe... Oh, one turn away. That stinks. So what's that going to end up being? A 74? 73. That is not good. Not good. We got to figure out a better way to get banners on Executor. That's why I put it on defense. And then to end it, we're going to go... Actually, I want to try something different. Someone told me about TIE Advanced. Who was it? Oh, never mind. I don't have TIE Advanced. Something about TIE Advanced doing really well in the opener. Alright, stick to home 1, and then we'll do the review. We'll talk about this. Okay, go here. Boom. Okay. Can I get a target lock? I can. That's pretty nice. Alright, not bad. Oh, wait. I didn't kill that one ship? That's funny. That's awesome. $75. Okay, so let's talk about this performance a little bit. Obviously, we got minus 100 points, but we were testing, so that's not the problem. The problem that I have is that, you know what it is? I like having very tough matches against, like, having to figure out different GL squads and stuff like that. Two GL defenses in Kyber 1 is just like, what are we doing? You're relying on pay-to-win Datacrons in the beginning. It's just like, it's a little annoying. I'm being a little salty. I'll admit it. I'm being a little salty. But I like to see those big, heavy defenses and trying to figure out stuff like I wouldn't normally be able to figure out. Now, what this Grand Arena would have been, okay, I need to do some undermanning and some solos. I need to out-efficiency my opponent on, like, that terms, not raw power. So it was a little frustrating. But regardless, I enjoyed testing. That's what I like. So, over here, I play this incorrect. You got to kill Zeb first. Zeb's got to go down, then R5, and then Carson Tiba. That seems to be the way to go. Maybe Ufus can pull it off. I probably played that horribly. As you can see, I did, but maybe Darth Vader's Duel's End could be a potential thing going forward. Then, over here, I was genuinely shocked. So, regardless of how the first battle went, even against the Whalekron, I was going to lose this Grand Arena. I would have saved Kenobi for another team, because I, for sure, probably, knowing me, I would have done Darth Vader, I would have done Ugnaught against Saw, and then maybe Kenobi against Jango. And that would have been a good balance, I think, because I normally use Kenobi against that team, but I swap it out for an Ugnaught team, and that leaves me more options for that back wall. But when you think about it, none of it was needed. None of it was needed at all. There was a single GL in the back, and it was Rey. This is pure cheese. So, moral of the story, you're going to face some players that just go all out on offense for efficiency, and you have to adjust your strategy. But regardless, we learned a couple things today, so that's the positive. We are now 5-2 for the season. We can bounce back and try to go for a 7-2. That would make me very, very happy. I think that'd be a very successful season. So, hopefully you guys still enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned about the new marquee characters, learned a little bit about Rotta and what not to do. So, if you did like it, don't forget to leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe for more content from your boy Vex. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you all. Peace.